Namaskar. Today I'm going to talk about the concept of Raag. Most of the time, Raag is explained as Aroha, Avroha, Vadi, Samvadi, Anuvadi, Vivadi. These terms. Aroha is ascending order. Avaroha means descending order. So in Yaman, it is Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni Sa. All the 7 notes with Ma as the sharp one or Tibra. Ma is the 4th note. Same notes in the other order, descending order, like Sa Ni Ra Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. Ga is Vadi, Ni is Samvadi. These are 2 focal points which we repeat, take long, end our improvisation on that, every phrase. These are just kind of a main points of the Raag. But Raag is much more than that. And with this only, improvisation becomes very difficult and we start thinking, what should I do now? And otherwise, we repeat the same phrases because we are kind of bound in these rules. Most commonly, phrasing is Ni Re Ga, leaving Sa in the ascending order, and Ma Dha Ni, leaving Pa in the ascending order. But by definition, this Raag is Sampurna with all 7 notes. Sampurna, that means ascending 7, descending 7 notes. Same notes. So what is Raag really? If it's not only these rules. Raag is something which is much more than that. And it takes some time to understand what really Raag is. All Indian music we hear, our Paramparic music, is based on Ragas. For us, at least that's what I understood, Raag is something which is like a living person. You have to know this Raag very well. Just like we know a person not by his look or her look, but her main traits, like what type of person it is we are talking about. What are the person's liking, dislikes, his whims, how he reacts, and all that we actually know by being with this person, knowing it. Though, as we say, we can never know everything about any person. It's a complex personality of a human being. Raag is somewhat like that. So you can go out of the rule and still the Raag remains. Or you break certain rules, still the Raag remains. But if you do it any other way, it starts looking like someone else or some other Raag. So how to avoid that appearance of a foreign melody or Raag? Indian music basically is a study of melody. Western music studied much more deeper way the harmony part of it, which India never ever thought of it. And if in our music there is some harmony, it is just happened. It was not meant to be, but it happened. Like everything harmonizes with Tanpura, though Tanpura is playing only 3 notes. Or sometimes 4, and these days even 5 notes. But all that kind of harmonizes with our music. That's the natural harmony that we use all the time. Accompanists usually try to do the same thing as a singer is doing, just behind him. And tabla keeps the rhythm, that he's a timekeeper. So improvisation actually basically means that don't always do the same thing, but find out something new, a new way of looking at this rag. It's like a story that 4 or 5 blind people go and start feeling an elephant. So every person's description of that elephant is only that part of the elephant's body. But that doesn't give us the complete idea of an elephant. For that, you have to take inputs from all of them, and then it kind of gets clear that, oh, they are probably talking about an elephant. Raag also is somewhat like that. Different groupings, different phrasing, sometimes following the rules very, very strictly, sometimes getting out of it. And still, it looks like Yaman, and so it is Yaman. Raag Yaman and every Raag is evolving. It has been evolving from centuries now. Maybe when it started or anybody has thought of this Raag, it looked slightly different as possible. And it is going to change, and that's why it is living. If it is frozen, there is no evolution. Our music also evolved, as I talked before, and new ideas are incorporated. So first 2 compositions I did, they actually followed different type of combination of notes. The first one used ni, re, ga, ma, da, ni, this kind of thing. The other one is pa, ma, re, ga, re, ni, da, re. So the focus was kind of a moved to re, but ga was not very weak, because if I make it very weak, it starts looking like something else. So then, maybe we should define Raag as a collection of phrases using the notes of the Raag, and then look at that as a collection of phrases. So where are these phrases coming? Some are given in the books, and many people say few phrases like ne, re, ga, ma, re, ga, giving importance to ga. Ma, dha, ni, da, pa, ma, re, ga. Leaving pa while going up, but taking it while coming back. But there are compositions which will do pa, ni, da, ma, pa, da, ma, pa, ma, ga, re, ga. Still it will look like Yaman. Giving emphasis on every note does not mean that we are destroying the Raag, provided we complement it by its main character, that means main characteristic phrases. Some of the old masters, I had opportunity to meet and ask certain questions, and I asked about a very uncommon aprachalit Raag, and asked what are the avro havro and vadi samvadi of that. The answer was quite surprising. He said, actually I did not learn this Raag that way. The vadis, samvadis, no. We just learned the Raag. That explains to some extent how the phrasing is important, more important than the notes. Various techniques are used to take it in a new way, like omitting the note, main note, for a very short time. It changes the color of the Raag. Omit the main note in certain groupings, and then before it becomes or goes away too much from the Raag, take it back so that you come back to the main frame and you don't destroy it. Vivadi's kalpana is, that's a note which is a foreign note. but sometimes you can use it to beautify the rag. So in the definition itself, they have given you the possibility of getting out of the frame, but in a particular way and not do it too much. So all these concepts and listening to everyone, instrument, singers of various gharanas, everybody, you start collecting these phrases which actually surprise you that, oh, I didn't think of it, but that person did. Retain them, and slowly you start looking at the elephant in detail. Elephant here is a rag. Every rag is another elephant. I'm going to sing two compositions where sa is used in the arohi form, that means while ascending. गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, बाट चलत मोहे रोके कन्हाई, गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, ले घर गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, बाट चलत मोहे रोके कन्हाई, गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं। गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, ले घर जाऊं, कैसे ले घर जाऊं, गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, सास बुरी मोरी नरंग हटेली, सास बुरी मोरी ननंग हटेली, देवरिया मोहि देत गारी, गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, गर 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 निरे गर 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 धनि धरि नि धनि 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 धरि म रे ग म प म ग रे ग ग रे ग म म म म म ध म ध म ग रे ग म ध म म ध म ग रे ग म प म म प प ब ध नि ध प ब ध म म प म ग म ले ग रे सा, कैसे 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 ले घर जाऊं, गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर कैसे ले घर जाऊं, मैं जाऊं, मैं गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, सास बुरी मोरी सास बुरी मोरी ननंद हटेली, देवरिया मोहे देत गारी, गगरी मैं कैसे ले घर जाऊं, ले घर जाऊं, ले घर जाऊं। Second composition is of Gwalior Gharana. Many times you must have heard it from many people. That also uses sa in the ascending order. लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो जी, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो जी। मोरी गगरिया भारी, मोरी गगरिया आभारी, मोरी गगरिया भारी। अब देहूँ गारी सृजनारी, निरख निरख हस हस देत मोहे तारी। लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो। Ni za ni za re re, sa re ga ma re ma ga re, ga ni re ga re, ni re ma ga re, ga ma ba ma da ma ga ga re, ga ma ba ma ga re ga re sa. Langar tur khajina chubo, khajina chubo ji, langar khajina chubo ji, langar खजिना छुबो जी, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो जी, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो जी। तुम तो महाधीत पियतन, तुम तो महाधीत पियतन, लागो ही आवत जावत अत बार बार मोसन। घेरत घेरत हो लाजन मरी जात हो ब्रिज नारी। लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो जी, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो जी, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो जी, छुबो जी, छुबो जी, खजिना छुबो जी, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो। आ आ आ खजिना छुबो जी, लंगर। पम रे ग म ध नि म नि ध प म ग म प ध ध प म प प म ग म म ग रे ग ग रे ध नि ध नि रे ध नि ध नि ध नि ध रे ध नि ध नि ध नि ध नि ध रे ध नि ध नि ध नि ध नि सा। लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो जी, लंगर तुर खजिना छुबो, खजिना छुबो, खजिना